Pwe, and welcome to the 2024 Powwow Pitch Grand Finale, co-presented by RBC, Shopify, and MasterCard. Sunshine Tanasco Indigenous, Kitagan Zibin Donjaba, and I am the founder of Powwow Pitch. I will be your host for tonight's 2024 Powwow Pitch Grand Finale, where Indigenous entrepreneurs from across Turtle Island will pitch for cash prizes. Miigwech, thank you for joining us. Nine years ago, I started Powwow Pitch with the vision of combining Indigenous culture and social innovation to create a platform to celebrate, showcase, and spotlight Indigenous entrepreneurs across Turtle Island. Over the years, Powwow Pitch has supported more than 2,000 Indigenous entrepreneurs to take their businesses to the next level. And this year, we will have supported 300 more. 2024 has already been a landmark year for Powwow Pitch as we proudly welcome back so many returning partners alongside new partners to the Powwow Pitch community. Partners who share our values and collaborate with us to support Indigenous entrepreneurship. Miigwech, and thank you to our co-presenting sponsors. Miigwech, thank you to our silver sponsors. Miigwech, thank you to our seed sponsors. Miigwech, and thank you to our collaborating partners. With their incredible support, we have unlocked new opportunities for Indigenous entrepreneurs, allowing us to offer a prize pool of over $100,000 this year. This summer, over 300 Indigenous entrepreneurs pitched live at powwows and submitted their video pitches across Turtle Island from nations like the Choctaw, Cree, Anishinaabe, Maliseet, Inuit, Métis, Native Hawaiian, Lakota, and Mohawk. We shortlisted the top entrepreneurs from each semifinal category, and the first place winners from each live powwow received a golden ticket to tonight's grand finale. Tonight, each finalist will have 2 minutes for their pitch, followed by a Q&A by the judges. Judges are evaluating the entrepreneurs based on presentation and motivation, execution and follow-through, and the positive impact their businesses has on their community. This evening, these amazing entrepreneurs and Powwow Pitch finalists are pitching to an esteemed panel of judges for the chance to win the following prizes: $5,000 for Alumni Choice, $5,000 for third place, $10,000 for second place, and $25,000 for first place. Join the conversation online tonight using the hashtag PowwowPitch. As we grow Powwow Pitch's platform for Indigenous entrepreneurs, it's incredible to see how much our community has grown and how one pitch at a time, Indigenous entrepreneurs are stepping up to represent, reclaim, and blaze new paths for others to follow. It's remarkable to see corporate leadership, volunteerism, and investment giving wind to our wings. The Powwow Pitch community, from our entrepreneurs to our partners, is committed to creating positive impact, amplifying Indigenous voices, and fostering empowerment for Indigenous entrepreneurs. Together, we are building a future where Indigenous entrepreneurs can thrive, lead, and inspire future generations. Before we launch into tonight's finals, we have an opportunity to look back on where we came from in a partnership with our 2022 Powwow Pitch winner, Erica Daniels, and her team at Kejic Productions. Let's watch.
So I went on Dragon's Den, and my baby, my third baby, he was like 6 weeks old, and he was premature, and he was just this tiny thing. And just the love and the exposure that I got from that was like mind-blowing, and all like the press that had come to see me, and I was like, man, I'm making baby moccasins. And in my community, I was told by our economic development officer at the time, everyone makes baby moccasins, like go home and get ready for the Christmas craft fair. And I'm like, no, but like I could see these in high-end baby stores. Like I feel like if I could take it a step further, and the Dragons, 2 of them invested in me. And that sort of changed my whole life's path. Hi, Sunshine Tanasko Indigenous, Kirigan Bindonjaba. My name is Sunshine. I'm from Kirigan Anishinaabe in Quebec, and I'm the founder of Powwow Pitch. We're at Manitopyes in Winnipeg, and we're here to do a powwow pitch tomorrow. Powwow pitch is sort of like a support for Indigenous entrepreneurs. It started out as just a pitch competition where we would show up at a powwow and sort of do like what Dragon's Den does, but like super fast for Indigenous entrepreneurs at a powwow. It's now grown to where now we have like boot camps, we have more mentorships, we have all kind of other good things that are part of Powwow Pitch.
Okay. Hello, Tansei. My name is Ivy Chatelaine, also known by my spirit name, Stand Strong White Bear Woman. I'm here as one of the pitchers for the Powwow Pitch. I'm here representing my company, Found It. It's a Bluetooth tracking loss prevention app for people with disabilities.
My name's Jordan. I'm a Red River Métis from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I'm currently taking part in Powwow Pitch, speaking about my startup, Rentory.com, which is a community sharing platform where you can list, discover, and rent out everyday items amongst each other in one single app.
So can we please have all Powwow Pitch pitchers please come to the front, and we'll get you guys organized and ready to go to start pitching. Thank you.
Powwow Pitch is different than other pitch competitions because pitch competitions you have to go to people, and we come to where Indigenous entrepreneurs already exist and are doing super amazing things. So we bring teams and we show up and we just showcase Indigenous entrepreneurship, and we work with community members, we work with the powwow committees, we work with alumni, we work with everybody who's already part of this ecosystem and already part of powwow.
Hi, my name's Erica Daniels, and I am the CEO and Executive Director with Kejic Productions. I first entered Powwow Pitch virtually in 2020. I submitted a 60-second pitch virtually, and I made it to the finale. I didn't win, but I've always been someone to never give up and not allow that to discourage me. You know, I was like, you know what, it's third time's a charm. I'll try it one more time, and if it doesn't happen, then that's okay, and I'll be okay with that. So I ended up winning Powwow Pitch in 2022, which was amazing. That was like such a great experience, and you know, just seeing how much amazing entrepreneurs that there are. It was also an opportunity to network with other Indigenous entrepreneurs from across Canada, but also a way for me to also get my name out there of what we were doing through Kejic Productions.
Last year we had 2,400 Indigenous entrepreneurs from across Turtle Island who came and pitched for 60 seconds via video footage that they submitted, and we just narrow it down. There's semi-finals where they get to participate in, there's a little boot camp, and there's mentorship that happens, and then we get to give away money.
Yeah, you're good to go.
What is a scientist's favorite tree? Chemistry. Tansei, I am soaring founder report, also known as Simon the Scientist. My band is a Pasquiat Creation.
I'm here for the Powwow Pitch. I wanted to try again because I entered last year and I got to the semifinals, so I think that I'll do better this year.
Sometimes like they don't win, but they come back because there's opportunities that happen as well. Like you may not have won the money, but we're like, oh yeah, that person pitched, how can we help them in this scenario? So there's all kind of things where people have left their jobs because they're like, oh my God, this is potential based on just winning Powwow Pitch and the sort of like maybe publicity that it gives them. And so they're able to, it gives them the confidence to make that leap and to go after their goals and go after their dreams 100%.
We're gonna call up Simon. We're gonna call up.
So I've just won the Youth Award and the Fan Favorite. I'm feeling pretty happy. I'm gonna ask my mom if I can go to McDonald's and celebrate.
And with that, I like to say congratulations, and I'm gonna try to say this, Pizza wa menu maskiki.
I just feel super excited because this vision of ours to be able to bring together a collective of Indigenous artists and creators and makers of all kinds, and to bring that together and to see it celebrated like this and recognized, that feels really like we're really blessed with this prize to be able to continue doing this work. So thank you.
And for second place, I want to award this out to Jordan Smith. Tremendous idea.
I got second place and received $2,500 in doing so. And yeah, this is going to really help us like expedite this startup adventure that we're on.
Take your business to the next level. Congratulations to Tara Hall, the owner of Indigenous Kitchen.
The whole experience was pretty exciting. Somebody said, give it a try. It's only gonna take 1 minute to check it out. So I said, okay, so I did the 1 minute. It's pretty exciting. To win, I just got craziest butterflies ever. Wasn't expecting it. There's so many great people here and a lot of great ideas. So I wasn't thinking I was even gonna win. But it's gonna go in the bank with the rest of my money that I'm saving to open my Indigenous kitchen. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Don't be scared. If a mother of 7 can do it, you can do it. Just go for it. The worst thing that can happen is somebody says no to you. You just keep on trying.
So at the end of the day, Powwow Pitch is about economic reconciliation, period, full stop. And how do we get there? I feel like this is my way of making that happen, and is to bridge these two worlds of Indigenous entrepreneurship and our partners. And often there's a disconnect, and we're here saying, you know what? We have access to all these amazing entrepreneurs, and we will help you make that connection. So that's really what it's about, is Indigenous empowerment.
Miigwech, Erica. We are so proud of your leadership in your community and in the film industry. Thank you for creating this video to help us share how the Powwow Pitch community is rallying for change through positivity, collaboration, and entrepreneurship. In the lead up to tonight's finals, the finalists were paired with mentors from our partners at Sklar Wilton and Associates, received individual feedback from expert entrepreneur Carla Briones, and participated in a finalist bootcamp with our partners at RBC, Shopify, MasterCard Canada, Sklar Wilton and Associates, and Export Development Canada. The 20 finalists will pitch for prizes ranging from $5,000 to $25,000 with a total prize pot of $40,000. Miigwech to our finalists for being courageous and joining us this evening to share your businesses. Let's meet tonight's esteemed panel of judges. Joining us this evening is Herb Zobel, Vice President of Commercial Financial Services, Indigenous Markets at RBC. Kyle Brennan Shawinipenesi, Senior Lead of Indigenous Entrepreneurship at Shopify. Kate Karn, Director of Public Policy at MasterCard Canada. Ashley Michelle, founder and owner of 4 Generations Creations and 2023 Powwow Pitch winner. And Erica Daniels, founder and CEO of Kejic Productions and 2022 Powwow Pitch winner. Welcome, judges. It's time to meet the finalists. Let's get started.
Imagine a world where Indigenous teachings are seamlessly woven into modern streetwear, where you can walk into a store like Nimkii and see Indigenous designs front and center. Picture this apparel in stores nationwide, bringing Indigenous culture and fashion into everyday wear. In partnership with a high-quality Canadian manufacturer, we are now able to achieve a consistent profit margin of 70% on all of our apparel, making scaling our brand to new heights closer than ever. Squay, Naldaliwas, Amber Solomon, Nalnujay Albalich. I am a Wollstickway artist, owner of Seaguin Co., where I sell my apparel, ribbon skirts, beadwork, as well as graphic design and mural work. Indigenous artwork has always been a powerful way of bringing life our stories, culture, and language. Art has been my lifeline. Growing up on reserve, surrounded by mental health and addiction struggles, I thought moving away was the only path to healing. However, university quickly showed me a significant gap in Indigenous representation and the need to reconnect. Through artwork, I found my identity, my community, and my purpose. Art has provided healing for me in ways that I hope my designs provide for others. As a one-woman operation, meeting the growing demand has been my biggest challenge. The growth of my business in sales has doubled the past year from 20 to 40,000, with projected sales of 50,000 by year end, all the while being a full-time student. This is where I need your help in investing to make production faster and explore nationwide distribution. To elevate my business to the next level, I plan to invest in vinyl and screen printing machinery, as well as expanding my team to assist with management, inventory, and marketing. This would address the consumer demand of my apparel and increase production of all products. Seguin Collective represents more than just a business. Our designs are a form of storytelling, one of resilience, education, and empowerment. It's a journey of embracing cultural pride and allyship. Through a powwow pitch, we can come together as a collective to modernize tradition and make Indigenous representation a massive force in the fashion industry. Will you win?
Great job. Good job, Amber.
Thank you.
Just a quick question on where would you like to see your business, say, in 5 years?
In 5 years, I'd like to be nationally recognized and have like a warehouse with a full team to assist with packing orders and marketing. I would also like to partner with other artists to be able to share their work. And yeah.
Great.
Yeah, great job, Amber. Just one quick question. If you won Powwow Pitch, like how would you utilize that money over the next 12 months?
Over the next 12 months, I would definitely invest in direct-to-garment printing and screen press printing and being able to employ someone to be able to help me. I'm still in school, so having the time to do this full time as well has been really a challenge. I would also invest in a marketing team. I currently have a meeting this weekend actually to begin that process.
Amazing.
Great. Thank you, Amber, for a super engaging presentation. Can you tell us a little bit about the marketing you've already done and how you've managed to scale so quickly as a one-woman shop?
Yeah, so it's all been me. It's basically just like a huge thank you to my community. They definitely helped get this business starting, and I really used Instagram and Facebook to my advantage. And I recently started using TikTok. One of my recent videos got almost 65,000 views. So I feel like this is just the beginning of where it's going to be. And with like professional photography and different forms of marketing, I can help grow my business.
A great pitch. I just want to know what inspires you to do this.
Definitely the youth. Growing up on reserve, I didn't really see Indigenous representation out in like the greater society. So being able to bring that closer is definitely my dream.
Bonjour, Odeman Queen Adishnakas, Keboik Ndonjaba. I'm Dr. Shyra Barberstock, CEO and co-founder of Bneshii, an Indigenous and woman-led tea and coffee company based in Tyendinaga Mohawk Territory. During COVID-19, people felt isolated and missed spending time with loved ones. Out of that yearning for connection, Bneshii was born. Bneshii means the warm-hearted feeling of coming home, and what better way to do that than over a cup of coffee or tea? My team includes 4 other co-founders, Indigenous and non-Indigenous, all seasoned entrepreneurs with over 3 decades of experience in the tea, coffee, branding, marketing, and tech industries. Our tea blends are inspired by the 7 grandfather teachings of the Anishinaabe, and our coffee blends are inspired by 4 Haudenosaunee wampum treaties. Our beautiful packaging designs were created by Indigenous artists, and you'll find the Anishinaabe Mowin and Ganyakeha translations of the names on our packaging. With every bag sold, a portion of profit supports revitalizing Indigenous language, culture, and education, beginning with our Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee communities. Bneshii is sold through our e-commerce site, launched in November 2023, and we're expanding through wholesale and retail partnerships. Recently, we began distributing with Grand & Toy, which contributed to an increase in sales over $23,000 in the last 30 days alone. With our growing distribution network, we anticipate a busy holiday season and are on track to surpass our 150,000 sales objective by year's end. However, to meet the rising demand, we need to invest in coffee and tea inventory. For perspective, we're on track to do 5 times more in sales this upcoming holiday than we did last year. If I win powwow pitch, I'll invest the $25,000 in upfront inventory, which will result in $80,000 to $90,000 in sales. Sales revenue will be reinvested in Bneshii and will create jobs for Indigenous people, including a social media manager and sales manager. Bneshii is more than business. It's about promoting culture, building community, and giving back. A rising tide lifts all canoes. Together, we're building connections, one cup at a time. Shi Miigwech.
Hi. Well done.
That was awesome. Can you tell me what inspired you to start this business?
Yeah, well, it really did come out of COVID-19. It affected us all in different ways. For me, I found it very isolating, and I wanted to be able to create more connections between people. And when I think of happiness and connecting with people, I automatically think of coffee and tea. We tell our best stories over a cup of coffee and tea.
Excellent presentation. I'm just wondering, what would you consider your biggest achievement year to date with your business?
Well, one of the huge highlights of the year was our partnership with Grandin Toy. If you had told me even last year that I would be telling people that Bneshii, an Indigenous-led startup, was partnered with Grandin Toy, I wouldn't have believed you. So that's definitely a huge highlight. And bringing together my incredible co-founder team, they're all awesome humans, very accomplished, and even being able to have this type of packaging. I'm so proud of the Indigenous artists that we worked with. It's just so wonderful to showcase them.
Excellent.
Amazing. Yeah, Shyra, question for you. The Indigenous coffee market is something that's sort of seen an incredible amount of increase last so many years. How would you describe what really makes your product stand out?
That's a really good question. I think being able to, I know a lot of Indigenous companies incorporate culture. For me, it's very meaningful. I was part of the 60 Scoop. So I'm not just an Anishinaabe, but I'm an Anishinaabe that has the opportunity to learn more about what it is to be Anishinaabe, even through Bneshii. All of the teas are inspired by the 7 grandfather teachings. We have the Anishinaabe Moin right on the packaging. And so I think that the incorporation of culture and being able to share that with the world is what makes us unique. But we're also highly scalable. I want this to be a global brand, and that's one thing that's going to make us stand out. It's one of the reasons why I put together such a stellar co-founder team, because I know that we can go global with this team.
Love that.
Rick, thank you. With 8 seconds left, I don't have a question that would be fair to you to answer, but congratulations. The packaging is beautiful and the storytelling is wonderful. So I can't wait to see.
What is an electric outlet's favorite song? I've got the power! Tansy, I'm Soaring Thunderbird Boy, or Simon the Scientist. My band is a pastor at Cree Nation, and I live in Winnipeg. This is my 3rd year in Power Pitch, and I'm not stopping until I win first place. For the past 4 years, I've been exploring Indigenous perspectives in science. I am proudly nonprofit. My product is providing inspiration and education about science. In the last year, I brought in $20,000 to my nonprofit business from cash prizes, honorariums, and in-kind services. I spent $2,000 on toques and stickers with my logos to give to kids for inspiration when I do live events. I've also created a full website and YouTube channel. I keep adding content to my YouTube. I was also a featured scientist for multiple events and organizations across Canada, and my outreach is in the millions. I have a small online following, but created an Indigenous science curriculum. Let's Talk Science that went nationwide. I've even been called the next Bill Nye. When I win the Powell pitch, I'll use the funds to reach more and more Indigenous kids across Turtle Island. I want to increase outreach both in person and online. Some of my online goals are hiring an Indigenous interpreter to put content into American Sign Language. My sister is a part of the deaf community, and I think it's important to be inclusive. I also want to hire an Indigenous media service to create more professional content and lead social media. This will help with my outreach. I also want to create a professional Indigenous science video once per month. Some of my in-person goals are traveling to more northern communities to connect with kids. I also want to purchase more inspirational merch and science equipment. It is so fun to give away to give away items and see how excited kids get. I also want to speak at a live event once per month. I volunteer a lot of my own time towards all this, but I need at least $25,000 in funding to achieve my goals fully. Simon the Scientist is already Sigma. With your help, we can make it explode. And then, woo!
Thank you, Simon. What a great presentation, and I love the visuals. Can you tell me a little bit about how you're continuing to engage youth? Will you bring on additional, maybe additional partners or team members to help you grow from your community?
I already have a lot of team members. My main team is my family, like my mom, my dad, and my aunt. But I also have a pretty big I guess collaboration team with Let's Talk Science, ABTN National, CBC, Manitoba Museum, and the Winnipeg Zoo. But with how much Simon the Scientist has been growing, I don't know how many more partners I'll have.
Amazing. Thank you.
Awesome pitch, Simon. That was really awesome. What inspires you to do this?
My main inspiration isn't to be like a super famous, rich, crazy super millionaire. That would be nice, but it's not my main goal. My main goal is to just inspire kids to keep doing what they're doing. It may not be in science, but I want to connect with youth in that way.
So thank you.
Simon, how do you say that your business contributes and incorporates Indigenous values?
What Simon the Scientist does, it basically revolves around Indigenous perspectives in science. Like, I can name multiple examples, like how flight might be, it can be related to like a thunderbird or anything. And there's also multiple science incorporations of thunderbird as well, like electricity.
Excellent. How are you getting your name or brand out to the world?
Sorry, I couldn't hear for a sec.
Oh, sorry. I was just asking, how do you promote yourself? How do you advertise?
We have lots of social media platforms that we're on. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Excellent. Well done, Simon.
Thank you.
You're the best, Simon. Good job.
Ani Bojo, Anunkway Star Woman Indigenous, Charity Fleming is my English name, Abashkong Nation, Treaty 3, Nadonjaba. I am the proud co-owner of Qualia Counseling Services. We are a group of specialty mental health private practices across the Grand River. We have 5 clinics and 85 staff, and we see about 30,000 appointments a year. If I win the $25,000, it will go towards the development of a specialty Indigenous adapted free mobile app. So this would be a first of its kind. If you can imagine an Indigenous therapist in your pocket with instant self-serve mental health support. I am a leader in Indigenous adapted structured psychotherapy. This is an example of one of the worksheets that I've created. And this is called an Edawaptimak or two-eyed seeing session structure. And as you can see, it has embedded Indigenous graphics and knowledge and culture, as well as language. The impact of this. So this would immediately impact about 20,000 appointments for in-between session support for Indigenous people a year. I also hope that it would have a reach across Turtle Island as I do Indigenous adapted consultation and training across the nation and in the United States. I also would hope that it would drive business into our clinics through virtual appointments and increased training. I am an intergenerational survivor of residential school trauma, of 60 scoop trauma. Very recently, I lost my brother Luke to cancer, my little brother Luke. I know what it feels like to feel hollow inside from grief and emotional pain and distress. I want to be an open forum, a platform where people can come to for healing and hope in their greatest time of need. Miigwech.
Miigwech Charity, and thank you for your very powerful pitch here. Question for you: how do you plan to market your services to sort of the aspiring audience you desire to serve?
Yeah, miigwech for that. So I would, like I said, immediately market it within the 5 clinics that we serve. About 20,000 Indigenous people well, not Indigenous people, Indigenous appointments that we serve. I do Indigenous relations across the country for Canadian Counseling and Psychotherapy Association, and I do consultations. So I'm actually working from the eastern to the western doors in Canada and in community, a lot of community. So I would market it that way.
Can you talk a little bit about the financial model of the business, both what you're currently doing and then the app eventually?
Yeah. So we're a fee-for-service private practice. So all of our Indigenous appointments are through non-insured health benefits through Health Canada. So, and we also have other providers. We do a little bit of pro bono services, but it's a fee per use. We also have our teaching and training program through a few different universities and then hired as external consultants. So our fee per session is $175 to $192 an hour. So we would hope that this app would drive business to our virtual appointments. My hope is that within 12 or 18 months, because if I won, this would go towards a business plan, and the technical requirements would require a lot more money. But I'd hope to recover that within the next 12 to 18 months by seeing an increase of 40 additional virtual sessions throughout the year and about 6 extra trainings.
Awesome pitch. There's only about 5 seconds left, but I really appreciate your pitch and good job.
Miigwech.
Hello, judges. My name is Lisa Vicaire, and I'm 28 years old from Temiskaming First Nation. I'm the founder of Algonquin Acres. I started this venture when I was just 25 years old, and it has grown into a place of healing and empowerment for my community, especially our youth. Our work is inspired by my daughter, Sophia, who was diagnosed with spinocerebellar ataxia at age 1. This rare genetic disorder affects her coordination and balance, but Sophia has benefited tremendously from therapeutic horseback riding. The horses have helped her gain physical strength, resilience, and confidence, and it's that same healing power that we aim to offer our community. Our farm, located within the community, offers a wide range of programs: equine therapy, equine assisted learning, summer camps, and yoga classes. They all nurture mental, emotional, and physical well-being. These programs create a safe space for youth to reconnect with their cultural roots, build self-confidence, and cultivate essential leadership skills. I'm thrilled to announce that we've tripled our growth over the past 3 years and secured funding to provide many more Indigenous clients with no-cost access to our programs. We currently have 35 full-time spots for Indigenous youth, all filled, and a waiting list due to high demand. We've also acquired 10 gentle horses to connect with participants and tripled our available equipment for the students to use. Our dedicated team has expanded to help run and grow our programs. We've built Algonquin Acres from the ground up, driven by our passion for helping others heal and thrive. If awarded the $25,000 prize, we will expand our vision by creating a beautiful cultural space in the woods behind our farm. This space will include a solar-lit trail leading to a clearing with a sacred fire, traditional medicine gardens, and an Indigenous art space. It will enhance our existing programs, offering participants a deeper connection to their culture. Additionally, this space will serve as a gathering place for our community, promoting cultural education and revitalization while fostering intergenerational connections between youth and our elders. Financially, Algonquin Acres contributes to the local economy by creating jobs, offering training opportunities, and partnering with local businesses. The new cultural space will attract more visitors, increasing Indigenous tourism and supporting economic growth in our region. We envision this space as a platform for Indigenous artists, educators, and community members to share their talents and celebrate our culture.
Amazing.
Great pitch. My question to you is, where do you see your business in the next 2 to 3 years?
So for the next 2 to 3 years, we'd like to continue to grow. Every year since we've started, we've been growing, adding more staff, more job opportunities, more spots for students to participate.
Great. Can you tell me more about your revenue model and how you expect to grow?
So each year we have different funding opportunities, and we really try to find the best funding that can support the business to grow, but also give the students the access to the programs without the financial barriers. And each year we make sure that we're increasing to be able to support the growing size of our business and the new projects we've incorporated.
Well done, Lisa. I'm just wondering what motivated you to start this?
Really, my daughter, her condition was really shocking to receive a diagnosis of ataxia for my little baby, and we right away tried to seek all therapies. And at the time, I owned one horse, and I was a student who studied with the University of Guelph in horses. So I researched therapies I could use for her with our own horse. And after we decided to move home to the community, I decided to expand and purchase a lot more horses and offer these services to the community as well as my daughter.
Excellent.
Amazing pitch, like every year. Question for you: is there any sort of, in terms of tourism, any partnerships with the tourism board or Indigenous tourism, anything like that, that you're sort of seeking to sort of help?
So we have the local areas reached out to us to see if we had any tourism opportunities. And this is what we would really like to incorporate with this cultural space, is a space where we can show off our Indigenous artists from the area. We can have teaching sessions, information sessions, and we would also really like to add 2 of the Ojibwe spirit horses to our farm, which would add a huge cultural component as well to have these traditional horses here with us.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, amazing. Great job.
Thank you.
Zhaawshko, Nimkii, Bneshii, Indigenous, Dishkinzibing, and Dunjaba, Adikadotum, Anishinaabe, and Dow, Dishkinzibing, and Dow. What's up, judges? My name's Blue Thunderbird. I'm from Chippewa-the-Thames First Nation. I'm Anishinaabe, part of the Hoof Clan, specifically Caribou, and I reside within my First Nation territory. And I'm here to share my creation of Celebration Event Facility Museum. We're a beautiful 12-acre outdoor event space conveniently located just 20 minutes west of London, Ontario. We host events such as weddings, festivals, and land-based learning as an authentic Indigenous tourism experience. We were established in 2021, and so far the year of 2024 has been our most successful season to date. We exceeded the $80,000 mark in total revenue, and this past July, we were recently awarded our original accreditation from ITAC, Indigenous Tourism Association of Canada. The perseverance and revitalization of Anishinaabe-Moan language is a huge part of our future moving forward. And this December, I'll be graduating from the Anishinaabe-Moan Pesweataguk 2-year language immersion college program, earning my 3rd college diploma. And if I'm the successful recipient of the $25,000, but more importantly, your vote today, you will enable us to build a Ziwak Medeke, he is making maple syrup, sugar shack, and language nest. This will advance our business to the next level, allowing us to continue tourism experiences throughout the winter months. Imagine the growth from $80,000 in just 6 months to unlocking our full potential by establishing a sugar shack and language nest. We'll be able to operate all year long, accelerating our revenue growth as we deploy new and exciting winter adventures. The true impact will fall within the community, as we'll be a part of a wider vision to bring back our languages, our ceremonies, and our beliefs. We need to remember that our Indigenous ways of celebrating language and ceremonies were outlawed for measures of the Indian Act, until an amendment in 1951, which finally allowed our First Nations to continue their traditional celebrations with language and ceremony. Together, we can be a part of something special for future generations to come. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to any questions you may have. Miigwech.
Amazing.
Thank you. Can you tell me how you're growing your business, how you're marketing it to bring in more people, more events, more engagement every year?
Yep, for sure. Great question. We're currently featured on Wedding Wire Canada, and we also are featured on ITO and ITAC, which is Indigenous Tourism of Ontario and Indigenous Tourism Association of Canada, and as well as our official website. And we try to stay active on our Instagram. Miigwech.
Where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
5 times the revenue growth, but more importantly, more establishments, more permanent structures for our community and our people to enjoy. Miigwech.
Can you tell us more about your team and who works with you over the year?
Yep, for sure. We have a volunteer board of directors, and within that board of directors, we have Dorothy French, who's a knowledge holder, a university professor. We have my father, who is a recent recipient of the Anishinaabe Nation Lifetime Achievement Award. My brother, who's a forest technician. My partner, Andrea, who takes care of our gardening and our maintenance, and as well as our mentor, Jackie Jameson.
Well done. Just wondering, what motivated you to start this business?
Yes, sir. Great question. Just perseverance and sustainability. Once the pandemic hit, I was relieved of all 3 of my jobs that were non-Indigenous, and I realized that I needed to go back to school. So this will be my 4th year of school, my 2nd college diploma on how to be sustainable. And with that, we were awarded the 2020 Fanshawe College Research and Innovation Day Sustainability Award for Entrepreneurship.
Well done.
Miigwech.
Yeah, Miigwech, quick question here. I know you described the sort of wedding component and activities in the summer. Can you describe what you would have happening there in the winter?
Yep. So in the winter time right now, that's where we're looking to expand our businesses. So a huge part of our Anishinaabe and Samoan language and culture is realizing how to live off the land and tapping those trees to get that sugar water. So for us, we're all outdoor experiences from snowshoeing to boiling water to making food around the fire.
Great job.
Ujuni Jumi Gwen Kwa Indigenous Cause, Scout in Manitoba and Dingiba. I'm a mother of 8 beautiful children and a cookum. I am the daughter of a residential school and 60 scoop survivor. I was that newborn baby who was taken from her mother at birth and placed into foster care for the first 5 years of her life. I'm a survivor of physical abuse endured by my mother, who was not given the proper skills on how to mother me. I survived extreme bullying in my community for not looking the same as everyone else. I am an SA survivor. My English name is Esther Maud, and why I have shared a big part of my childhood is because that is what inspired me to create this program. I built it with a little to nothing and really not knowing how I was going to do this, but I did it because I chose not to be that person who will sit back and watch our children fall between the cracks. I choose not to fail them, as they are our future generation. It is our job to create the paths that they are meant to follow. It is our jobs to break the cycles of intergenerational trauma so that the generations and generations to come have a chance to live a life without the cycles of abuse that our people carry heavy today. I am so grateful for our after-school programming and sports and finding someone I felt safe with within my community, because that is what helped me survive all the things no child should ever go through. So when April 2022 came, Zhaawshko Nimkii Bneshii was born. We are a land-based cultural and language teachings after-school program where we run 5 days a week, 3 hours a day during the entire school year, and we also do 4 weeks of summer programming. Our program has grown so much in these past 2.5 years. We started out with 11 registered children. Today, we have had over 367 children register. That is huge, especially when the population of the school we run our program out of is only 160 students. The program is open to ages 6 to 14 years old. Oh my gosh.
Well done.
Great job.
Thank you so much for sharing your story in the very important. Can you maybe give us maybe a little bit back more time to go a little bit deeper into your program and your plans for growth and your work?
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Could you just tell us a little bit more about the program you're running and how much it might grow in the next year or two?
So we run like all year round, and we do everything with cultural language teachings, and our big part of our program is our home cooked meals, where we're feeding like a lot of children throughout the year. And yeah, I'm sorry.
No problem. Thank you.
My question to you is, how would you use the prize money if you won?
So I would use the $25,000 to be able to hire a business developer who would help us be able to land more funding, long-term funding, to help us gain a secured space, hire more staff, and be able to cover a lot of our food costs, because that's a big cost for us.
What is your marketing like? Like, how do you get the word out about your programming?
So I've used Facebook. Our Facebook page is a big part of where I get a lot of the word out. Recently, we just opened our first website, so it's up and running, and I just a lot of word of mouth, and I just have a really great support team and like the city is super amazing, like to be able to get the word out, and yeah.
Done, Esther. How many people do you have working with you?
I have 6.
6, okay. You're the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I have enough time here to ask another question, but I just have to say the work you do is incredibly important, and I hope you continue, and I hope you find everything that you're sort of looking for, because I know not having enough after school programs, at least on my res, was an incredible gap. So I'm looking to see that in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
I founded Witches Brew Nutrients with the idea of forming a deep connection to nature, to ourselves, and to each other, while also wanting to provide the means to begin building that connection. My name is Isabelle Dabbs, and I'm the founder and owner of Witches Brew Nutrients. I'm from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, and am both Native Hawaiian and Native American. This business originates from the project which I participated in during my 8th grade year, which allowed a few other students and I to form and run our own business. After my 8th grade year, during the summer of 2023, I took the opportunity to start my own business, not only out of my love for nature and wanting to encourage sustainability, but also to connect different communities back to our island. Witches Brew Nutrients is aiming to help out our lands and give back what we've been taking from for so long, providing a new way to give back nutrients to our soils and help new plants to grow. Our product is a natural and affordable fertilizer that focuses on ideas of sustainability and land rejuvenation, made for anyone who wants to bring more nature into their lives. It provides a new approach in comparison to the fertilizers found in stores, using leftover foods to create a liquid fertilizer which can be diluted with water into the soil or used as a spray for plants. Witches Brew Nutrients is aiming to have our fertilizer available not only throughout the Hawaiian Island chain, but also throughout the mainland United States by 2035, along with offering a plethora of other natural and locally produced compost and fertilizer options. As we enter the second year of our business, Witches Brew Nutrients has generated a demand from local farmers with a profit margin of 25%, and with the $25,000, I would be able to afford the equipment, marketing, and packaging costs, all of that going towards my goal of $15,000 in revenue by this time next year, and in addition, the following years after this year, being projected to bring in a revenue upwards of $30,000 a year. By winning this competition, I hope I'm able to show other young entrepreneurs that they too are able to do anything that they set their mind to.
Amazing. Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job. I believe that you could do anything you set your mind to. So question for you, do you have it, like, do you have the liquid fertilizer packaged yet or anything?
Due to the way that it's like we make fertilizer, we like to produce it as soon as we get the orders coming in, because it allows people to have the chance to have the freshest possible fertilizer, which can give nutrients to their plant to the fullest.
Okay. Amazing.
Can you go a little bit into your growth strategy and kind of how you'll from just in time immediate production through to expansion?
Yeah. So basically, our process is we use worm compost bins in order to create vermicompost, and that in addition to food compost, like made through the use of mulching and like soaking the foods, we're able to brew it basically in this big brewer in order to create fertilizer that can go into plants and like can be used as a spray. It's cool.
Amazing.
My question to you is, how do you market or get the word out about your products?
Usually I like going, I'm a high school student, of course. So what I've been doing is just kind of spreading the news to anyone I know and just kind of like letting them know, if you're a plant lover, come talk to me. Like I have stuff that you can buy and like, your plants will love it.
Can you share a little bit about who your team is?
It's a really small team right now. It's currently just me, my dad, and like a few other people like that I'm working with as customers, and they're kind of acting as a sort of board of directors and controlling what I'm doing for like how they want the business to go.
Given we don't have much time, I just want to congratulate you on your success.
Thank you.
That's fun.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Darion, and this is Zachary. We're Tech Care, or as the elders in our community call us, the Tech Care Boys. We specialize in delivering tailor-made technology training, education, with a primary focus being on the nation's most vulnerable, our elders and youth.
At TechCare, our workshops bring financial training, cyber safety, scam prevention, and empowering life skills to our communities.
In 2013, I began working in telecommunications, and although I had a great career path, I began to see the firsthand gaps that our communities were facing in regards to accessing information and implementing safe technology within their day-to-day lives. In 2019, my world was completely turned upside down when I lost my late wife to cancer. I realized that we only have a short time to make a big difference in this world.
My journey with TechCare started after a close call with my grandmother, who was seconds away from being scammed. It opened my eyes. How many elders are facing these threats without someone looking out for them?
In 2024, we both quit our full-time jobs to pursue our creator-given dream. So far this year, we've saved elders over $400,000 from potential scam losses, according to Crime Stats Canada.
Global News even featured Tech Care for our accomplishments. We've been recognized for making a big difference for our people, but we know there's still so much more work that we need to do.
In Manitoba, our workshops are in high demand. We currently have a contract to visit 50 nations across Manitoba, but with the needs our people face, we know we can't do it alone. We need your partnership and support.
With the $25,000, we will invest in video production to digitize our workshops. We will hire and mentor local Indigenous youth to facilitate these workshops in their home communities. Imagine our workshops in every senior home, school, and community nationwide.
Hey, Zach, when will we know our job is done?
When our communities have the tools to put scammers out of business. Every workshop Tech Care delivers within our communities strengthens and builds a foundation of Indigenous prosperity, confidence, support, and safety in utilizing various forms of technology.
Judges, will you stand with us to protect our grandparents, our youth, and the nation's most vulnerable? Miigwech.
Miigwech.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Great cause. Great idea and what you're doing. Fully support that. Where do you see yourself, your business in, say, a few years from now?
Great question. In a few years, we're actually going to be all across Turtle Island because of the need and how we're growing right now in Manitoba. And what we want is a training development center in Winnipeg so people in the city can come for weekly workshops.
Amazing.
Excellent.
Question for you boys. Can you describe more about your pricing model? Like, how do you charge for it? Like, ideal clientele, so on.
Great question. Okay, so our ask usually is about $10K a day, but we want an organization or First Nation to pay for it. So we work with bigger companies to pay so people get access to this information for free, right? So it's a good business model that we can grow and scale, have a successful corporation, but also give it to people for free.
Can you dig a bit deeper into what you would do with the $25,000 if you were to win?
Yeah, so video production. So we want to digitize some of our video when we're on these First Nations with youth and young adults, so people can get access to the digitized version, but also it's going to help us scale so people can see the impact, how the kids are having so much fun and the lasting impact for that. And then also hiring. We need to hire people. So local Indigenous youth in their languages, in their communities, we can hire them, mentor them, train them so that they can do exactly what we're doing. Does that answer the question? Perfect.
So my question to you is, how do you market your services currently?
We're on Instagram, LinkedIn, but again, it's word of mouth as well, because when one person has us, they love it so much, they tell everyone about us, right? So that's how we've been going so far. But another big driver is Instagram, LinkedIn, also calling. So we'll cold call, we'll email places all over Canada right now.
That's great. Thank you so much, you guys. Congratulations on your success.
Thank
you so much.
Well done.
Great job, guys.
Yay. Thank you.
Amataka Yasin. My name is Kristina Maldonado Bathand. I am a Sicangu Lakota and Cherokee artist and co-founder of Create Aya. When we are little, every one of us is an artist, and somewhere along the way that knowledge gets lost. Whether it is because of the discouragement of our family and teachers or the fear of becoming a starving artist. But what many don't realize is that art is at the center of everything. Art provides healing, economic growth, and connection. My husband and I started Create Aya to support and encourage our fellow artists and open opportunities where people of all ages can explore, create, and have a safe space to build community. We've accomplished this through our annual Comic and Arts Festival, IACON, and now through our new makerspace. Having a physical location means having a home base for continued engagement beyond our annual festival. It is a creative space stocked with digital and traditional arts materials. $25,000 will help us provide compensation to instructors and support creatives and crafters of all skill levels to reach their artistic goals, reconnect cultural art practices, and unlock new creative horizons. When you support Create Aya, you really support everybody. A little bit early.
That's great. Would you be able to tell us a little bit more about how you get your revenue?
Yeah, so our makerspace is on a sliding scale. We have membership fees based on pretty much organizations and then also on community. We also have a 2-hour community hour where people can come
and try things out without having to worry about paying a fee. That way they can decide whether they want to invest in being a member and coming and using the space more often.
Well done. How do you get your advertising out there? How do you promote your business?
Our festival is a pretty big way to promote it. So a lot of the vendors that we have at our festival, we have over 100. They are kind of our first customers, and really I'm very involved in the arts community here in Denver. So I'm always telling people to come and try things out. The point of the makerspace is really to provide a space for people to try new things and test out all of the different machines before they invest in it themselves. And so we can kind of help build up their businesses as well.
Excellent.
Amazing. All right, Kristina, imagine 5 years from now, what is the ideal dream state?
The ideal dream state is a bigger maker space so that we could like make our own t-shirts and things for our festival, but also have a really wide range of artists and art practices that we could support. We're actually looking at a building that's downtown Denver, and that is the 5-year goal because it is a massive space, and we would have a wood shop and a lot of other things in there to be able to kind of build on what we've already started with our little small maker space.
Amazing.
Can you very quickly, I guess in the time remaining, tell me a little bit more about how you engage the local community and your community in the business?
Yeah, so a lot of it is through the arts programming that we provide. We have a featured artist that cycles through. They can come in and teach classes, and then we also have that community hour where people can come in and just try things out and different classes this week.
Yeah, great job.
Well done.
Ever been so frustrated you lost your cool and yelled at your child or someone you love? 90% of parents have yelled at their kids. And in my clinical experience, I've met too many families who are just not equipped with the right tools, which can have serious consequences, including depression, anxiety, and trauma. Wait, I'm Dr. Andrew Dutcher. I'm a member of the Ngukuk First Nation and I live in Calgary. I'm a father of 3 and a medical doctor who specializes in mental health with youth, and I primarily work with Indigenous families. Because of this work and the impact of intergenerational trauma, I founded Big Hearted Parenting, a social impact business that provides trauma-informed therapeutic educational resources to support parents struggling with challenging behaviors at home. There are few resources dedicated to trauma-informed strategies for parenting, and even fewer that are being targeted towards Indigenous families. Big Hearted Parenting strives to empower parents to yell less and connect more with their kids through increased emotional regulation and communication skills. Our current products include the book, the ebook, and speaking engagements, and soon to include the audio. Our pipeline will eventually include online courses, a community for families to engage, individual family sessions, and eventually a training course for other clinicians. Since our launch in June of 2023, we achieved meaningful traction and connection with our audience, with over $21,000 in revenue, more than 700 books sold, and scaling opportunities for keynote speeches. We recently launched our first marketing campaign, and with the wins from the semifinals, we have already achieved a 4.9 conversion rate. If I were blessed with the Powwow Pitch Grand Prize, we would further expand our marketing, increase our online content to double our outreach and impact over the next year. I believe that every child matters and deserves to feel safe and loved in the families that care for them. Thank you for supporting Big Hearted Parenting. Believe it.
Nice.
Well done. Dr. Andrew, where do you see your business in 3 years, let's say?
Hey.
Where would you like to see it?
Thanks so much, Herb, and congratulations on your recent profile in Manitoba Incorporated. That was pretty cool. As far as Big Hearted Parenting and where I see that in 3 years, I see this business kind of growing exponentially over the next 3 years. My hope is to sell more books, and that kind of comes along with having the audiobook come out soon, is that will be more accessible to families, and I think that's going to really escalate in terms of the books and the outreach and the impact that that's going to have on families, because you've got busy parents who would probably much rather listen to a book than read it. And I think that escalating things to things where we get like online courses, the training course eventually. I don't know if that would happen in 3 years, but I can see more online courses and content being created to really try and support those families that are struggling.
Perfect. Amazing, Dr. Andrew. Question for you. Can you detail for us your marketing strategy? Like, how do you grow your audience and how do you really connect with folks?
In our first year, since June of 2023, it was basically just word of mouth. I was talking about it. I was talking about these strategies and this concept just with the patients and families that I would see, and a lot of families were really appreciating that. And then I was handing out some books. And since then, we've kind of it was mostly word of mouth and just getting people from my community, people that knew me, to come and do speeches, buy the books, and then just word of mouth about that book. And now since and I guess we implemented a lot of social media as well. And now we've implemented a formal Google Ads marketing plan right now, and really trying to escalate things. We're just in the research phase right now, but we're going to escalate that once we get the research done.
Amazing. Thank you. Yeah, wonderful pitch.
Okay, Nistuni Daniko Kariza Manychief. I'm Blackfoot and grew up on the Kainai Reserve. Good afternoon, judges. Did you know less than 30% of Blackfoot people can speak fluent Blackfoot? After noticing the growing interest from Indigenous and non-Indigenous people to learn the language, I started Night Owl Games as a way to help share the Blackfoot language and stories of our people in a fun and engaging way. It began with a college assignment to make a game with the Blackfoot language after a conversation with my mother, who's a kindergarten teacher. I saw a common need between her students and my classmates, a need for resources that were engaging, user-friendly, and adaptable to the different ages and skill levels. So I designed games made for all ages that could be used as a learning aid and promote more dialogue around the culture. Currently, I'm working on marketing and creating prototypes with plans to begin producing next year. I've been speaking with school representatives to get these games into classrooms, both on and off reserves, to provide more cultural enrichment for Indigenous youth. I also want to host game nights in surrounding communities to provide more learning and playing opportunities, encouraging people to come out and learn together. The $25,000 would help me order the first 3,000 units of Sixigay-Boasson trivia. This would be enough to provide over 400 schools around Alberta with copies of the game, while having enough to create an approximate $50,000 in gross sales through my website and local events. I would also be able to rent space to host the game nights, which would provide me with a chance to build and interact with the community. I hope these games can help both children and adults connect over learning about Blackfoot culture and keep the spirit of our language alive. Thank you, judges.
Great job.
Thank you so much for a really engaging presentation and idea. Can you tell us a little bit about your short-term growth plan, 1 to 3 years, and how you hope to grow in that first stage?
So right now I'm setting up as I said, I was setting up relations with different school districts around the area, trying to get those trying to get the games into those schools. And then I'm hoping that with my first round of profits, that I can start getting my second game created, the Winter Count. That's this one here. And so with both games being created, that would increase my revenues by about 30%. And that would allow me to actually increase my orders by about 15%, for my production orders. And then, so in 5 years, I'm hoping to get enough profit to actually start reaching out to other communities as well.
Thank you.
Perfect. You just answered one of my questions, but I'll ask you, what inspires you to do this?
Really, it's just the community and just seeing how there's that narrative that, our language is dying, but really it's just this, the spirit is still alive, and it's just a lot more people need to have access to it. And there are the people that do want to have access, but they're just really nervous, or they don't know where to start, especially people that are reconnecting. And so I feel like this isn't knowledge that we keep to ourselves. This is something that we need to find a way to reach more people.
That's really great. I just want to take this time to congratulate you on a really great business idea. And I love seeing this stuff available for kids. So good job.
Thank you.
Well done.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Alex Manitopyes, and I'm founder of Sacred Thunder, an Indigenous-owned luxury fashion brand that launched in 2023. We've been making waves on social media and have been featured in Vogue. We also showcase our collections at major fashion weeks in New York, Milan, and Paris. While social media has fueled our growth, recognition from the high fashion industry is vital to our identity. At Sacred Thunder, we mix Indigenous culture with high fashion through a two-spirit lens, creating unique pieces that tell powerful stories. For instance, our lightweight acrylic star blanket statement earrings honors my Plains Cree history while appealing to modern fashion lovers. I started Sacred Thunder to express my identity and creativity through innovative techniques like laser cutting. These techniques allow for accurate representation of Indigenous culture, especially for two-spirit and gender-diverse individuals. We're tapping into a growing market that celebrates diversity and self-expression. With the 25K, we aim to expand our product line, utilize sustainable materials, and purchase a laser cutter. A significant portion will also support hiring, mentoring Indigenous youth, helping them gain valuable skills in a supportive environment. We plan to enhance our marketing efforts, including fashion films celebrating two-spirit and Indigenous queer peoples, anticipating a 12% revenue increase. Last year, we saw a 40% sales growth with a gross profit of $70,000, and we project to double that by 2025 and triple by 2026. Looking ahead, we aim for global expansion with flagship stores in major cities, allowing people to experience our unique mixture of tradition and modern style. What sets us apart is a commitment to community impact. Purchasing Sacred Thunder supports cultural preservation and resurgence. We envision creating an Indigenous makerspace to amplify local artists, talents, and create a collaborative community. Thank you.
Yeah, great job.
Great job.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Can you tell me more about where people can buy your products and how you hope to expand that?
So yeah, we have an online store with Shopify for the last year, and we do a lot of our sales through online and a lot of marketing through Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. But we see that at actual markets, there's a good connection with our customers and being able to tell our stories and our designs and amplifying that like emotional connection with our products. We're able to tell them the different fashion shows that we're going to be at and what designs that will be on the runways. So we like kind of conveying that emotional connection with our designs.
Well done, Alex. What do you consider to be your biggest achievement to date, this business?
Yeah, so being featured in Vogue like a few months into like the brand has been a huge milestone. And hitting up these fashion shows this last month, like we started off September in New York Fashion Week, and we just got back from Europe showcasing in Milan and Paris, and we're home for just a little bit, and then we're heading to LA Fashion Week. So we have a lot going on and a lot to be proud about.
Excellent.
Yeah, definitely a lot to be proud about. Question for you. You had mentioned that your sort of aspiration is to have these flagship stores abroad and globally. Where would the first one go? Like, where would you start, and what would be the steps to sort of get you there?
So what ideally that I see in my mind would be like, coast to coast, like LA to New York to London, to have these flag store ships, because there's a lot of the fashion scene is really big there. So it'd be good to connect with the people there and get some mentoring.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Blammy, good day. My name is Tanis Simpson. I'm an Inuvialuit and co-owner of Kejic Inc. Kejic is the undercoat of a muskox and is coveted for being luxuriously soft and warm. We create high-end yarn, knitwear, and mini heat hand warmers from Kejic. Living in the north of the Arctic Circle requires the best outdoor gear, and my grandparents would insulate our mitts and boots with Kejic, giving us more time to play. Although the muskox is part of our culture, there were no Kejic companies actually owned by our people until 2019, when my brother and I purchased a secondhand fiber mill. Today, we source muskox hides from Inuit hunters who are providing traditional food for their families, and we offer sustainable, exceptional quality to customers around the world. We sell our products in person at our mill boutique and art markets. We also sell online through our Shopify website, Etsy, and social media platforms. Recently, we partnered with Connected North to host virtual workshops for students in remote communities. Through creative marketing and new product development, we've seen a strong increase in sales, and we're projecting to close the year with a revenue of $180,000, which follows an intense growth trend of 51% in year-over sales increase. We expect to double sales in 2025 by working with other fiber artists to make insoles and an inexpensive yarn blend consisting of 80% Alberta-bred sheep fiber, making Kejic more accessible to customers, utilizing local sheep fleece, and our mill waste. We are proud to be a 100% owned company, but we still face challenges in keeping up with demand. Our customers love the craftsmanship we put into our products, but this requires a huge amount of time and labor. A fiber separator will help bring the time required for this process from 40 hours to 1 and give us the ability to hire more team members to help scale production. Support from Powwow Pitch would help us to purchase this machine and also to pursue our dream of creating training and job opportunities in the North, where we want to hire more of our people to assist with production, which will help us fulfill more orders and to take on wholesale orders again. This support will also help us continue providing a safe space for cultural revitalization, including teaching kids about Kejic traditions through our Connected North partnerships.
Amazing. Great job.
Thank you. A little bit longer than I planned, but thank you.
Great. Thank you so much for a really engaging presentation. Building on where you were sort of speeding up at the end, because I know time is short. Could you tell us a little bit more about that community engagement piece and how you're bringing your community in through job creation and education?
Yes, so we partnered up with Connected North, and so we are able to do virtual workshops with students. They are able to utilize our yarn, our fiber products, learning about traditional muskox use, and the opportunities you can have at the mill as well, and in the future, hopefully in the North as well. And we are also working with local Alberta artists and fiber mills to produce those yarn blends and insoles.
Awesome, thank you. Thinking of the future, where do you see your business in the next 2 to 3 years?
Well, I am really hoping to have a fiber separator, and we will be able to have more employees in the North where I can host more training and workshops as well, and possibly on our way to getting a second mill going in the North as well.
Thank you.
That's great. And can you talk about your current team and where you see that growing? How do you see that growing?
Definitely getting some more hands in here. We want to see more people from the North. There is a healthy population of Inuvialuit and Gwich'in people in Alberta, in Edmonton specifically. So having them, giving them an opportunity to come to a space where they feel very comfortable with culture and are able to earn a living and learn and also teach others. That would be huge for us, and as well as having more people who don't want to leave the North, being able to work up there and provide a living for their families.
Well done, Tanis. Quick question. Is there a lot of supply available of muskox fiber?
Well, I have not had a problem sourcing any muskox hides. The populations are watched very carefully through the Environment and Natural Resources.
Perfect. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you.
White Huskalkalt, East West, Sitsamilt, Kentilson, Pinkton. Hello and good day to all. My English name is Dolly Kruger from St. Pinkton Indian Band, Penticton, BC. Thank you all for allowing me the time to share with you the sole proprietorship of Silver Sky Cradle and Casket. Attachment is the basic human need we all have from cradle to grave, and how we express and nurture those needs are sacred. When I was dealing with the death of my eldest son on his sacred journey to the ancestors, I was disheartened and dissatisfied with the casket options I had to choose from at the local funeral home. I was compelled to serve and provide a more traditional and cultural Indigenous casket, allowing my people across Indian country and all walks of life the opportunity to choose and provide input on their loved one's final journey to the ancestors. I also wanted to encourage and revitalize the use and creation of newborn cradle boards. The casket market is worth $1.6 billion according to the Canadian funeral industry. Silver Sky Cradle and Casket is Indigenous owned and operated, serving the Okanagan region with an Indigenous perspective. Since 2021, Silver Sky Cradle and Casket has doubled year over year and presently been the only one doing the work. And I feel I won't be able to manage the 5 letters of intent I have from funeral homes. The liners I use also come from a local Indigenous entrepreneur. I have 20 years experience in carpentry, giving me the knowledge, skill, and ability to continue serving my people with compassion, empathy, and utmost respect when dealing with their loved one's final journey to the ancestors. With a $25,000 opportunity, I would immediately scale up by hiring an Indigenous community member to pass on the knowledge. I would purchase a new laser engraver and continue working on the marketing plans. With your help, Silver Sky Cradle and Casket will continue serving the people from creation to creator. Limlimt.
Amazing, Dolly. Unreal. It was so good. Question for you.
Yeah.
How do you find clients? Like, do you go directly to the funeral homes? Do you?
So right now, what I've been doing is serving my community, which is Penticton Indian Band and neighboring nations. Also, I've went to local funeral homes because the people who have passed, they obviously go to the funeral home. So I've went there and delivered the caskets. And so now that I've done that to quite a few different funeral homes in and around the region here, they've showed interest in writing me letters of intent. So I have 5 letters of intent currently right now to work with 5 different funeral homes that have numerous locations.
Right. Amazing.
Thank you for a really beautiful and thoughtful presentation. Can you tell us a little bit more about sort of that next phase of passing on the knowledge and how you're going to grow through sharing your knowledge with others and growing your business that way?
Well, what I do right now is I have 3 sons, and 2 of which currently work with me when I need an extra hand, but it's always not for a great pay. So they are willing and able to help me build the caskets in my shop and also help me deliver them. And so right now, I want to work on hiring a permanent full-time youth from my community so that I can share and show my knowledge and pass down the sacred work that needs to be done within Indian country.
Great work, Dolly. My question to you is, where do you see your business in the next 3 years?
I see Silver Sky Cradle and Casket serving the whole South Okanagan region, including I want to be able to serve all of Canada. I want to be able to have a Shopify account where I can serve all across Canada and hopefully into even the United States. Because
we see the vision, Dolly. Thank you, and we'll get you that Shopify account.
Well done.
And say, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jason Lizotte, and I'm originally from Paddle Prairie Métis Settlement, but I currently reside in Grand Prairie, Alberta. I am the CEO and founder of Nimkii Industries. What if I said to you that you can help save lives and the environment just by using Nimkii sanitation stations? Positioned as a frontline defense, hand sanitization takes center stage against unseen threats to halt the spread of germs and maintain good health. Preventing 1 in 3 diarrheal cases and 1 in 5 respiratory infections, including the common cold and flu. I have patented and own all the IP rights in Canada and the US to a fully automated, solar power, portable, touchless sanitation stations. This idea first came to me by wanting to wash my hands after fueling up at gas stations, and then I was inspired to create 4 models that would benefit remote areas, communities that would cater to elderly, children, and people with disabilities. I founded this company in 2020, and to date, we have sold, rented, and serviced to over a dozen communities across Turtle Island with a revenue over $150,000 with a profit margin of 60%. This year, we have donated a unit to Grand Prairie Friendship Center Healing Gardens, a unit to Veteran Memorial Gardens, and we have a children's dual sink unit that we donate in the Every Child Matters motto to raise awareness of the impact of the residential school systems, to show our commitment in honoring our Indigenous youth and cultures. With $25,000 from Powwow Pitch, we plan to scale up and triple our accomplishments by hiring Indigenous professionals to assist us in marketing, manufacturing, so we're able to bring our product to more remote Indigenous communities, families, elders, and across Turtle Island. Hi. Thank you for letting me pitch today.
Amazing.
That's great. It's awesome. Can you talk a little bit more about your current marketing strategies and how you hope to grow that?
So our current marketing strategies are it relies a lot on social media. We do a lot of trade shows. We're invited to a lot of conferences. So a lot of it's word of mouth, people helping us out, business to business, spreading the good word, and just existing clients that keep on promoting us and utilizing our company.
Well done, Jason. I'm just wondering, what does your profit margin look like on your sales year to date, like in general?
Well, our profit margin is 60%, so that's really great. I mean, we build these things for $2,800 and we sell them for $6,000. So the profit, we have a really great profit margin.
Good.
Yeah, welcome back, Jason. Question for you: what does your team look like? Like, who else is there to support like the different elements of your business?
Right now, it's just me and my fiance, and we do all the hard work, and that's why I'm hoping to win this $25,000, because I'd really like to hire an Indigenous student to help us that's really eager and really wants to help us get this thing rolling and take some of the work weight off of us, as we both have full-time day jobs.
Great presentation. Thank you. Can you talk a little bit about product differentiation? So why an organization would go with your product versus, just cheap and cheerful hand sanitizer?
Because we are the only ones on the market that are fully automated and solar power. We're a totally sustainable, renewable resource. So we have Indigenous cultural values. They're really great for elderly, disability, and children. So they cater to that. Unlike the traditional ones where you have to have a foot pump, our systems are better, bigger tanks. So we do have that edge on our competitor in various different situations.
Thank you. And where do you see your business in the next 2 to 3 years?
Well, like I said in my pitch, we want to triple our accomplishments. We need that little bit of help, somebody there with us to help us on the on the marketing end and helping us.
Well done.
Halito, my name is Jennifer Robin, and I am Choctaw and Cherokee. In early 2016, I started Ophinia Productions to take control of my own FM broadcast content. No longer would I be at the mercy of the colonized narrative censorship or playing into the stereotypes of Indigenous people. Later that year, I was sent on assignment to Standing Rock, North Dakota for the No Dapple protest. It was there I realized I was limited in my capacity as a storyteller because I was surrounded by beauty that would be lost to my audiences. 13 years in this industry, I've won multiple awards and interviewed some of the biggest names in Indian country, created award-winning documentary shorts for ABC PBS, and assistant produced a full-length horror film. And I just found out I'll be walking the red carpet at LA Skins Fest, and I'm ready to network and keep pitching. Since 2016, I've been working with the Mi'kmaq tribe of Yosemite National Park, and their stories perfectly personify the interwoven relationship between Earth and its two-legged inhabitants. My impassioned goal is to see Ophinia continuously roll out content to catch up with the variety of Black and Hispanic sitcoms, dramas, films, and documentaries. The goal is to raise Indigenous content to that level of exposure with authentic representation of the vast array of Native cultural experiences. These aren't just Native stories, they're human stories. We have been awarded $18,000 in grants over the years and infused our own capital and time to ensure this story is captured. $25,000 would allow us to complete production, edit copyright, plus show competency and artistic excellence in the industry. One project ready to license allows us to take that money and fund 2 more projects for distribution. Those 2 projects fund 4, and so on and so forth. This would transition us into a full service production company, creating endless high quality licensable broadcast ready content. Licensing is awarded by total budget production. A project like ours typically has a $300,000 budget, which would have agreement of 60 to 70%. Based on this project.
That's amazing. Great job.
Thanks.
Wow.
So where do you see your production company going in the next 5 years?
Well, in the next 5 years, so you license one project, you take that money, divide it into 2 projects, into 4. So it's this exponential increase that becomes the circle of life. So we're starting with a documentary. I've got ideas for sitcoms, dark comedies, collaborating with other Indigenous storytellers. So in 5 years, I expect to be pumping out content and nobody ever knows my name. I'm just giving you the goods.
Well done, Jennifer. You got an excellent radio voice. I was just wondering what got you into this business in the first place?
Well, my father was co-host of a 25-year-old radio show, and he brought me in just to see what the deal was, and it clicked, and I never left. And the actual host that he worked with taught me everything about production. So I make things not just as the producer, but as the listener or the watcher. I'm very mindful. If you're bored, they're bored too. So I have this nice, both sides aspect to what I do, because I want to entertain and educate, not torture and beat you down with facts.
Excellent.
So, I mean, considering the challenge of the media landscape that exists and sort of the, obviously change to digital streaming and content, how people consume content, how do you sort of plan to stay sort of relevant, sort of future-proof your business, let's say?
The stories are endless, right? And we're evolving into a red future. And so being my own boss and not begging, pitching, selling ideas, I make the ideas and present them. So I get to be ahead of the game because I'm not begging and pleading. I'm just licensing.
Love that.
Well done.
Awesome. Great job.
Aloha mai kako. My name is Puna Tripp from Hilo, Hawaii, and I'm the founder of Ha Tonics. At Ha Tonics, we make plant medicine both powerful and delicious by utilizing superfoods and native Hawaiian plants to create functional beverage powders. In the health and wellness industry, powdered supplements are the fastest growing products because liquid soluble nutrients are best absorbed by the body. For a decade now, I've been serving my community with food as medicine because I learned early in life that the root cause of declining health is poverty. My Nana Eileen Lindsay, a Hawaiian activist, passed away at 52 because she couldn't afford her blood pressure medication. Native Hawaiians suffer disproportionately from chronic diseases, yet our lands are home to some of the most powerful superfoods on earth. Which begs the question, are we starving in a land of plenty? Yet we are remembering that our ancestors were healers. And in the Hawaiian language, the word for plant and the word for medicine, la'au, are one and the same. This legacy lives on in our products, which are healthy for our bodies and our economy due to their profit margins at 50 to 70%. So why choose Ha Tonics? Our products are made with enzymes and prebiotics, have zero added sugar, no flavorings or preservatives, and they're better for our local farmers. It takes 9 pounds of fresh Olena root to make just 1 pound of Olena powder, which increases demand. We are working with Dr. Carla of our local marine science department to cultivate endangered limu species, Hawaiian seaweed, a nutrient-dense staple once central to the Hawaiian diet. And we are the first to do this, turning ancient health rituals into modern routines by revitalizing endangered plants. In less than a year, Ha Tonics has grown to sell powders both locally and online. With demand from large retailers, we aim to scale significantly. With investment, we'll purchase pharmaceutical grade machinery to increase production and profitability. I believe with Ha Tonics, our generation can become the ancestors we grew up without. Heal with us, heal with Hawaii. Mahalo.
Oh my God, amazing.
All right.
Thank you for an amazing presentation. Can you tell us, just expand a little bit more on how you're differentiating your product from other supplements in the market?
Absolutely. Well, first off, there's no Hawaiian herbs in this space. And in fact, a lot of like mainland companies do research into indigenous cultures to find those plants that they've survived off of and thrived off of and utilize it for the current market. So me and my husband who are working on this feel that it is our kuleana, our responsibility to bring forth our own culture and our own wisdoms into a modern way that we can provide health and wellness. And basically, yeah, that's our responsibility. We feel called to do that.
Thank you. Thinking of the future, where do you see your business and your products going in the next 3 years?
So we have actually a large pent-up demand. Local retailers like hotels, also like natural food stores, like local ones, down to earth, and the possibility of getting into Whole Foods is absolutely there. But of course, social media is a big presence as far as sales go. I know TikTok Shop is a pretty big thing. So we definitely plan to kind of attack all of those avenues and elements to make sales for our products. And the great thing is that our products are shelf stable. And so we can ship them anywhere in the world.
Thank you.
Can you share more about who is on your team and how you hope to grow that in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. So our team is really mainly our ohana. So it's very much a family business. I have a background in kinesiology and holistic nutrition. And so it's basically my husband and I started this based off of our passion to bring healing to the local population. And we have our sisters and our parents that really help us. My husband's parents are entrepreneurs as well, own their own business. So we really all kind of just work together to make this dream a reality.
Amazing.
Well done.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tristin from Maole Farms. We are a USDA native urban farm based here in Hawaii. For the past 3 years, we've been running a successful native plant nursery, allowing me to quit my full-time job and focus entirely on expanding our business. We are now venturing into producing native medicinal herbs only found here in Hawaii. We've spent the last 4 years investing in research and development and preparing the land. And now we are ready for export. Our goal is to wholesale to tea companies locally and internationally. With the prize money, we'll enhance our production by building an on-site workstation, because right now I have to drive 31 miles to process our crops. Our sustainable farming methods preserve Hawaii's ecosystem and revitalize our watershed through agroforestry, kind of what we've got going on right here. And Maole Farms is dedicated to cultural preservation, uplifting our community land back. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Mahalo.
Great job.
Well done. I really enjoy your background there, and it makes me want to come visit. But where do you see your business in the next 3 to 5 years?
Okay, yep. So I've got my 1 year, 2 year, and 5 year going on. So 3 years. So I am registered with the High Pro program. It's an export readiness. So they help us with calculating legal fees, international and exporting to China. Right now on the spectrum is China, Australia, and Dubai. And so we hope to be in those markets in the 3 year.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, aloha. I was wondering if you could describe more of sort of the revenue model you have with the swarm and sort of your your sort of expenses, and then also to whatever gross profits you've made.
Right. So mamaki is one of our herbs, and she is a very high demand right now and has a premium value due to it's only found here in Hawaii. And so the local market is $20 per ounce. And with my crops of 50 plants, we're going to be adding more plants, but right now I have 50 plants that produce 400 ounces and has a revenue of $8,000 monthly. And so that's the model. Again, we just put it in a bag in August of 2024. All up until this time, we've been doing research, market research, and perfecting our product to grow in our forests with minimal inputs. We don't use any herbicides, pesticides, or any water irrigation. We literally, oops.
I mean, that's an incredible milestone. So congratulations to getting to that point.
Hello, my name is Ashley Viner. I am a Red River Métis from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm here today to talk about Guerrilla Muay Thai, which is a kickboxing, Muay Thai, and boxing gym located at 873 Notre Dame Avenue in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I started Guerrilla Muay Thai in the fall of 2003 with about $3,000 in the bank, hope, and a plan to create a safe and inclusive place for everybody. I remember how it felt to be told that my kind was not wanted, and I never want anybody to experience that. I was in a community where I felt like it was family, where I thrived, I've sweat, and I shed blood for it, and to be shunned out really made me feel a certain way, and I don't want anybody to have to experience that. In 2015 was when I trained. I started doing it for weight loss and to get fit and to have fun. I never thought that I would fall in love with Muay Thai, and I never thought that I would become a world champion. I went on to have an undefeated record of about 8 fights. I became a world champion in 2019 and had my first loss, continued training, became a 2-time world champion in 2019. An international champion in 2022. Growing up in poverty, I never really thought about what Muay Thai looked like for me or what my future would look like. So that's why I created my space. I went into the community where I grew up in, where I never really thought about. Since we've opened up Guerrilla Muay Thai, we have been able to increase our members by triple our members, and those members have and 75% of those members have joined on for a year membership. Since we've started, we've been able to purchase more equipment. We are currently actively, my husband's actually looking at a space right now to further our programming since then, because our memberships have been growing. We were able to offer a free youth drop-in program and had members sign on since then. I have a business administration background as well as financial background, so that's really helped me with creating a business plan. I'm currently revising that.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Can you give us a sense of what you would do with the $25,000? How that would help you grow your business?
Absolutely. The $25,000 would go to implement more programming. I'm currently actively looking for a larger space because we've had such a growth in memberships since we've opened up in the fall. So being able to utilize a new space, that $25,000 would go towards that. We'd be able to hire another staff member to help open up more programs, which is something that we've been hearing from our members that they would like: more times, more availabilities. We have the free youth drop-in program, which we've had a few youth sign on from that. So we would really like to open up our youth programming more. We've been getting quite a bit of inquiries for that. We've also, I've also been working with a social media strategist to create a more marketing plan and a more feasible, a better marketing plan, because majority of our clients are online, and we've been really seeing the engagement with our online content, and that's how most people are coming in through our doors. We've also created more visibility to our brick and mortar, so we've really seen a lot of drive-through walk-ins, and with the money from Manitopyes, it's allowed me to be able to do that, to purchase more equipment, purchase a sign. So all of the money that we would get from this funding would go directly into our programming, increasing our space, providing more equipment, which we have been able to do with the little bit of funding that we have received.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. How do you plan to grow your business in the next 2 to 3 years?
Well, we've been seeing our business grow organically through social media ads. We've been doing those organic, and we've been doing them paid. we have recently hired a social media strategist, which we will start working with next week to implement the new social media plans and the marketing plans that we have put into place. We have also been working with businesses around the neighborhood so we can cross promote, so we can build those relationships up, especially in the inner city is our primary focus. We continually to see the things that are going on in the inner city, and we really want to work with the youth, but people of all ages. We do have people from 65 all the way down to age 16 that are in our gym.
Amazing.
Wow. Well done, Turtle Island entrepreneurs. Congratulations on your outstanding pitches this evening. We are so proud of you and will continue uplifting you and your business every step of the way as you continue to grow. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Thank you for being role models for entrepreneurs today and for future generations. We see you and believe in you. Congratulations. Now for our grand finale announcements. The judges would like to provide honorable mention to 4 entrepreneurs to acknowledge their impressive pitches, businesses, achievements to date, and potential. This year's honorable mentions goes to Simon Monteith, the founder of Simon the Scientist. Charity Fleming, the co-owner of Quelia Counseling Services. Tanis Simpson, the founder of Kejic Inc., and Puna Tripp, the co-founder of Hot Tonics. Congratulations, Simon, Charity, Tanis, and Puna, for being recognized for your great pitches, strong businesses, and entrepreneurial drive. Receiving an honorable mention is an acknowledgement of your excellent work. We're so proud of each of you. Now, in partnership with RBC, Shopify, and MasterCard Canada, and in collaboration with our Powwow Pitch alumni, we have the following prizes to award this year. The Alumni Choice Prize, selected by our alumni, and 3 prizes for first, second, and third place, selected by the grand finale judges. Now let's turn it to our 2023 Powwow Pitch winner, Ashley Michelle, to announce the $5,000 Alumni Choice winner.
On behalf of the Powwow Pitch alumni, we want to award you with the Alumni Choice Prize Award worth $5,000. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That is going to make such a huge impact on making this project happen. And I've invested so much, and to have that bit of help that's going to get this project rolling is just going to make the biggest difference. I'd like to thank my parents for all their help. They have gone above and beyond since I started this project, and even like with this new space, this money will go towards buying material for the cultural space, but it will be my dad building it, and he's just amazing for helping my vision grow, as well as my husband Aaron and my kids. They are so supportive with how much I have to work and everything like that. So yeah.
Congratulations to the Alumni Choice winner, Lisa Vicaire, and the Algonquin Acres team for winning the Alumni Choice Prize. Your dedication and passion have not gone unnoticed. Our incredible alumni see the immense potential in your vision and business, and this award is a testament to the impact you're already making. Keep shining. And now, on behalf of MasterCard Canada, I would like to turn to Kate on behalf of MasterCard Canada to announce and award $5,000 to our third place winner.
I'm thrilled to announce that you're the third place winners for this year's Powwow Pitch competition.
Oh, wow.
With the prize value of $5,000. Congratulations.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, no questions. That's awesome. Thank you. That's an amazing opportunity. Holy, thank you. We're so proud to be a part of this Powwow Pitch journey. It's been so fun for us to like learn new things, have amazing mentors along the way, and also for Powwow to help us as entrepreneurs like put our story out there. So it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much.
That's amazing. Hey, wow. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh, my heart's beating really fast.
Thank you so much, Kate and MasterCard Canada, for your dedication to support Indigenous entrepreneurs in this year's competition. And congratulations, Darion, Ducharme, and Zach Flett, and the entire Tech Care team for winning 3rd place. You have identified a gap in the technology industry and are creating a community of educated and empowered online users. Your connection to your community is strong, and we know that you will continue to make a positive impact as you expand to support other Indigenous communities. It's time to welcome Kyle on behalf of Shopify to announce and award a $10,000 to our 2nd place winner.
My question for you is on behalf of Shopify. How would it feel, which you have, to win 2nd place powwow pitch? Congratulations.
What? Are you serious? Oh my God! No! The hell? Oh my God! What? Shit. Oh, sorry. Tyrell! Oh my God! Are you for real? Oh shit! Oh,
For real.
sorry.
Congratulations.
Oh my God! Thank you! Thank you so much! Holy crap! Oh, no way! 2nd place?
Yeah.
Like that's $10,000?
Correct.
What?
Congratulations.
Well deserved. Congratulations, Dolly. So deserved.
Okay, let me just get my get my breath here. Okay. Well, I definitely want to say limlumt to Powwow Pitch for allowing me this opportunity. I definitely want to say limlumt to all my family and friends who continue to support me in growing my business, Silver Sky Cradle and Casket. Serving the people from creation to creator has been a dream of mine, well, since 2011. And 2021, when it came to life, I've been doing everything I can to make it reality. And I just want to say thank you to my sons and my sisters and my partner and everyone who continues to help me in making Silver Sky Cradle and Casket a reality. Limlumt to everyone. God.
Thank you so much, Kyle and Shopify. Your unwavering commitment to empowering Indigenous entrepreneurs and uplifting this generation of business leaders is appreciated. Congratulations, Dolly Kruger and Silver Sky Cradle and Casket, on your 2nd place win. You are an incredibly strong and gifted leader, and we are so proud of you and your initiative to care for our communities through all the stages of life. Your vision is clear, and we're so excited to watch you grow and continue to pass on important traditions through Silver Sky. It's now time, the moment we've all been waiting to find out who is the grand finale 1st place winner of the 2024 Powwow Pitch for Turtle Island, and who will take home $25,000 cash tonight. Please welcome Herb from RBC to announce the winner.
We do wish to notify you this time that you are, on behalf of RBC and Powwow Pitch, you are 1st place winner, $25,000. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm at a loss. But thank you so much to Powwow Pitch and the sponsors. And this means so much, and just to me and on behalf of my team, a big Shimagwetch. And I would also just love to thank my team. They're just incredible individuals. I wouldn't have made it this far without this incredible team. And I'd also love to thank my Powwow Pitch mentor, Kate. She was so supportive and sent me several text messages and emails that just made me feel so very well supported. So just thank you so much. This is definitely going to go far for Bneshii to help take us to the next level, and we really appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Herb and RBC, for standing alongside us on this incredible journey, supporting emerging Indigenous business leaders as they grow and thrive. Congratulations, Dr. Shyra Barberstock. We are so proud of you. You have soared throughout this competition, and we are so proud to welcome such a valuable member into our Powwow Pitch community. Bneshii stands as a shining example of leading Indigenous entrepreneurship through collaboration and representation. Congratulations on being named the 2024 Powwow Pitch winner. Thank you, judges, for your support, excellent questions, and for selecting our 2024 Grand Finale winners. Please share your final reflections and thoughts on tonight's pitches.
Another great year of powwow pitches. It's great to be here. On behalf of RBC, I wish to congratulate all winners.
Amazing. Another year in the books. Congratulations on behalf of Shopify to all the incredible winners. Another great showcase of Indigenous entrepreneurship.
What an amazing set of ideas, entrepreneurs, energy. Thank you so much to Powwow Pitch for your partnership and to all the people who pitched and also won today. Congratulations, and we can't wait to see what's next for you.
Honored to hear all the pitches, and on behalf of 4 Generations Creations, I want to congratulate all the winners and best of luck to everyone going forward.
I just want to say congratulations to everyone, the winners and everybody who came forward to pitch. It was so amazing and inspiring, and I wish you all the best of luck on your journeys. Miigwech.
Thank you, judges. Thank you to our co-presenting partners, RBC, Shopify, and MasterCard Canada. Our silver sponsors, Export Development Canada, the Indigenous Tourism Association of Canada, NACA, Canada Post, Sklar Wilton and Associates, Jelly Academy, Futurepreneur, Aritzia, and Raven Indigenous Capital Partners. Thank you to our incredible volunteer, mentors, and judges for all your support in making the 2024 Powwow Pitch such a success. Your time and dedication has been invaluable in helping our entrepreneurs grow and thrive. Your impact reaches far beyond tonight. Thank you also to our amazing Powwow Pitch team, our Executive Director, Naomi Sarazin, Creative Producer, Cyprian Shalankevich, Communications Coordinator, Keely Thompson-Cook, and Programs Coordinator, Brett Burrow, for bringing our vision to life online and across Turtle Island this evening. What an incredible evening it's been. The talent and passion we've witnessed tonight has been nothing short of inspiring. Thank you to all of our viewers tonight for cheering on Indigenous entrepreneurs through Powwow Pitch. Let's keep the conversation going using the hashtag Powwow Pitch to stay connected and keep supporting each other. I am Sunshine Tenasco, your host of this unforgettable evening, signing off. Miigwech kbijayeg nongomenakshe.